welcome back to my channel. If you're here, you already know what today's video is going to be. I am surrounded by my TBR cart, books I really want to read. We're gonna figure out my February TBR. So originally on social media, I had posted some pictures where I wanted you guys to help me blindly choose my TBR, and unfortunately that didn't work. It ended up being tied and I couldn't really figure out a way to untie it. So we went back to the drawing board and now we're going to let a spin wheel pick my books. I have done this before on this website and I picked the cards. So let's see. These are what I really want to read. I really do think I am going to end up reading One Dark Window because I have started another video and I'm in the middle of one book right now, and so we'll see. And then if this book doesn't make it into that video, I think this is a book club pick anyway. So we're gonna go ahead and enter One Dark Window into February's. So we will be reading this February, hopefully. As you know here, I am such a mood reader, so I don't always stick to my TBR. So again, we will see, because I do not always stick to a TBR. So let's get started. We're gonna go ahead and spin the wheel and see what we get. An ugly cover? Oh my gosh, they did this to me last time. And I honestly don't feel like any of these covers are ugly. Like, what? Like, I love these covers. Only thing I could think of that would be a ugly cover would be this, Magnolia Parks. And I hate to say it because this cover, it's not ugly, but the originals were so cute and I'm so mad that I missed my chance to get the original covers. I just never really thought I would be into this, but after reading Never by Jessa Hastings, I love her writing, so I do want to read more from her, and I think we're just gonna go ahead and choose Magnolia Parks for ugly cover. By no means is this a ugly cover, just the original covers were so much better. Oh, okay, let's get another prompt. I also didn't tell you guys how many books I want to choose from. I'm thinking maybe like 5 or 6, because I think last time I did like 5 or 6 too. But I feel like 5 or 6 gives me room to pick up other books or listen to audiobooks, or, you know, read more books that are part of my book club, and then maybe, you know, mood read, since I don't always stick to TBR anyway. I think 5 or 6 is the sweet spot. A book in a series. This is so hard because these books here are the books I really want to read, and these were the ones I was trying to blindly have you choose, except for some of these are new editions that my fiance got me recently, so I just added them here. So I'll show you at the end what I end up picking, but I'm gonna give you the options. Okay, so these are the options. We have Long Shot, which is a basketball romance and is the first book in a series. Yeah, it could be a standalone, but this is by Miss Kennedy Ryan and I'm trying to read more of her, so it just feels right to add this as an option. Kennedy Ryan, we have The Kingmaker. This, I believe, is the first one in a new series she's doing. I think this just came out, and these are supposed to be about billionaires, and I love me a billionaire romance. Next, we have Twisted Love. This has been on my TBR for forever, and I'm currently waiting for King of Sloth, the 4th book in the King of Pride series. So I feel like I should read this because I'm really missing her writing, and I love love the King of Sin? Yeah, King of Sin series. So I'm assuming I would love the Twisted Love series. This is a lot shorter though, it's only 4 books. Those are the 3 options for a book in a series. Or does this mean continuing a book in a series? Because then we have a lot more options, but we're just gonna go with the start of a series. Because we all know I need to start another series. A genre you usually don't read. With Kinder, because this is a sci-fi, and only sci-fi I've really read so far would be Red Rising. Oh my gosh, I had to think about that. I do still need to finish that series, but right now I really am more into romance, so I kind of didn't really want to pick up a sci-fi, but here we are, a genre you usually don't read, and I would say sci-fi. And it's not even that I usually don't read it, I just think I'm more comfortable reading romances and fantasies and thrillers. I'm more comfortable reading it. So I do like sci-fi, but I'm just more comfortable with other genres. So we're gonna give Kinder a try. This is also really short, but I've heard really good things about it. An author you've never read? Oh, okay. We have options. We have One for My Enemy by Olivia Blake. And as you see, I have my bookmark in here because I did start it, but you really have to be in the mood to read this book. So this is an option. Baybound. I have never read from this author before. I don't know if this is her debut book, but this is supposed to be like Afro-Caribbean fantasy. So it's supposed to be really, really good. And then we have Act Your Age, Eve Brown. I have not read from this author at all yet, but this is supposed to be a romance. I think a comedy romance? I don't know, but it's supposed to be really cute from what I heard. So 3 options here, because I feel like I have so many options there. We'll spin, and then if one of the books there can match one here, we're just gonna play around. Okay. 5-word title. Act Your Age, Eve Brown. We're just gonna throw that in there for 5 because this is definitely 5. So that still makes it harder for me to choose options. We're gonna spin again, and then I think we're gonna choose our options from there. So let's see. One more. Oh, okay. Baybound. Okay. I feel like that's so cheating because I pulled it for another prompt, but I don't have anything else that would be 1 word, and it fits both prompts. So 1 word. So that means for that prompt, I'm gonna be reading One for My Enemy. Let's just go for 8 because why not? Let's be ambitious here. Even though we never stick to the TBR in the first place, and we're in the middle of 2 books. Technically, we're in the middle of 4 books, but I might end up DNFing those books on my Kindle because I just cannot. So we're gonna add another one because I think I wanted to read those anyway because I was doing a challenge. So I think that actually worked out very well, actually. And you'll see which video I'm talking about once I finally post it, but I think that video is gonna be done pretty soon. Some of these prompts, I think I need to make a TBR jar. I think that would be a cool video if I actually made my own TBR jar, but I don't know what prompts to do. That's what kind of makes me nervous, is like what prompts would I put in the TBR jar. Like, I guess that's the fun in making your own instead of doing one like this, is because it's like you know your TBR, what you have. So, okay, I had a phone call. So this prompt says written by 2 authors, and we're gonna go ahead and add love and other words in there. Since my daughter doesn't want to take a nap, she's gonna help me decide between these 3 books. Come here. What book should mommy read? Which one? Which one? This one? Or one of these? This one. It's not broken. A book in the series, my daughter said I need to read this one because I couldn't decide between the 3 options that I showed you. So this is Long Shot by Kennedy Ryan. This is a basketball romance. So this is one of the books that I will be reading in February. hopefully. Next we have a book written by 2 authors, and we all know Christina Lauren is 2 people. I did not know that for the longest time actually, but now we know she's 2 authors. They're 2 people. So we have Love and Other Words by author you've never read before, Olivia Blake, One for My Enemy. This is a Romeo and Juliet retelling, so I'm excited to read this. A book with 1 word as the title. So we have Faybound, and this is a Afro-Caribbean fantasy, plus it has LGBTQA+. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not sure if that's the acronym, but it has that representation in here. Then we have a book with 5 words for title. So we have Act Your Age, Eve Brown. This is a romance. I think it's supposed to be like a comedy romance. Then we have a genre. Okay, I had to think about which one was one. A genre you normally don't read. So this is sci-fi, and this is Kinder by Octavia Butler. We have a ugly cover, which Magnolia Parks, which cover isn't ugly, but the old covers were way better in my opinion. And then we have One Dark Window, which is a book club pick. I'm hoping, either way, I'm reading this next, because if not my book club picks it, it is going to be in a video that I'm currently filming. So that kind of also makes it hard for me to see how many books I should be putting on my TBR here, because I am in the middle of filming something else. So either way, this is getting read. So these are hopefully all the books that I will be reading in February. And yeah, now I have to go do my January wrap-up, you guys, of all the books that I read in January. So we'll see what we read in February.
Bye.